All right, Decentralized Pictures Talent Cast. We are broadcasting live on YouTube, Twitter, LinkedIn. Be sure and smash the like, retweet, subscribe, whatever button is present there on your social media platform of choice so that you can stay current on any and all things Decentralized Pictures. We have a huge announcement. We have Kevin Smith, yes, that Kevin Smith in studio today to the award, the Kevin Smith Comedy Screenplay Award, as featured on the Decentralized Pictures platform. The finalists are currently in the green room right now. Once the award announcement is made, we'll bring them on stage. If you are following us on YouTube, please engage, put comments out there, some words of inspiration for the finalists. And if you have questions for Kevin, time permitting, we'll try to address a couple of those as we reach the end of the broadcast. All right, without further ado, let's jump into the studio. All right. There's the team.
Hey, everybody.
All right. So introductions. So let's start with the Decentralized Pictures team first. We've got Roman Coppola, director, screenwriter, producer, and co-founder of Decentralized Pictures. Mike Masante, vice president of film productions and acquisitions at American Zoetrope and co-founder of DCP. And we've got Leo Matchett, CEO and co-founder of Decentralized Pictures. Thanks for being here, guys.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Really happy to be here.
Yeah. And we've also got Liz Destro, producer, also serves on the DCP board of directors. And our last guest really doesn't need an introduction, but we'll do it anyway. Filmmaker, Clerks, Mallrats, Chasing Amy, Jersey Girl, which I watched last night, just celebrated its 19th anniversary. Comedian, comic book writer, author, owner of Jay and Silent Bob's Secret Stash. Couldn't forget that one. And Smod Castle Cinemas. The list could go on, but you know him, you love him, the one and only Kevin Smith. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having. Hey, kids out there, film fans and fellow enthusiasts, man, this is going to be good. We're going to make somebody rich, and they're going to make their comedy show.
All right, I love it. Well, while the finalists are patiently or probably impatiently waiting in the green room, I know that I would be impatient if I was in there. Let's lay the groundwork a little bit, build a little suspense, a little bit of drama. So let's talk about Decentralized Pictures a little bit. So Roman, Leo, Mike, tell us about Decentralized Pictures and what it's all about.
All right, who goes first? I'll introduce just the basic premise. You know, what we're trying to build is a community of people who love movies, people who want to make movies, people who want to see interesting movies. And we're using the blockchain to do so in a very equitable and democratic fashion. So if you have talent, if you have a voice, you have a vision, this is the place to go to share that and to be considered for what you have to offer. We have all sorts of different awards and events and things that we offer. We're excited, obviously, about this one that Kevin's, sponsoring and promoting and sharing. And basically, we want to build our community, and the more people that we can get that have the same desire and mission, which is to make cool stuff, to use their passion, to use their inventive qualities, and to know that cinema is something that, is all about self-expression, quality, your unique voice, not to try to fit into some mold or follow some leader or do anything other than what your passion drives you to do. That's the place to come to share it. And we have a wonderful way to recognize people through our community and to get that special talent that deserves a voice to rise up and to share it. And through our connections in Hollywood, we all the people that pass through our doors that find that that sort of rise up and shine, especially, then we can really make those introductions and sponsor them with all sorts of different offerings. So anyway, that's the quick version of it.
I don't really have anything else to say. I think that was pretty much it.
Yeah. We use the efficiency and the transparency and the incentive of blockchain to entice our community to help curate the next generation of talent and content. And so that's the idea of DCP, is to reach out into the world and find new voices, original content, and then elevate it with our partnership network and the resources that we offer at DCP. And so that's what we're here to do today.
You good, Leo?
I mean, talent discovery, content curation. Who doesn't love that? Yeah, let's go.
Awesome. Appreciate that, guys. All right, so Liz, Kevin, over to you. This is probably a dumb question. What have you been working on recently? Probably a more appropriate question is like, what are you not doing? Every time I see you, Kevin, you're in a different location, going to a Comic-Con. I think that you were at the Air movie premiere last night. I mean, you're all over the place. Kilroy was here, Clerks 3, all recent. So tell us what's going on in your world right now. What's keeping you busy?
Today is my 9th week of not smoking weed. That's my new project. It's everything's so crystal clear, kids. But know that like Screenplay was not picked by Stoner Kev, but clear present Kev. It's nice. I got nothing against weed. In fact, I love it. Problem is, I probably loved it too much and whatnot. But after 15 years, I'm as present as it gets. Oh my God. Is this what everyone's been dealing with for 15 years? Fuck, it's crisp. Other than that, getting ready to make a movie in September, a very small movie. Trying to go back to my roots. I want to make something very cheap. We got this Smodcastle Cinema back in my hometown. Like me and my friends bought my hometown theater. And we do events all the time. One of the events we did a couple months ago was we screened Terrifier and Terrifier 2 with Damien Leone, the director. And my God, man, they made Terrifier 2 for like $250,000. They're cutting people in half. Like the effects were incredible for such a low budget. And for me, it was like, hey, I used to do that. I was once a guy that could make a thing inexpensively. So this year, that's what I want to, that's my big goal is in September, start shooting a movie for like under $1 million, way under $1 million. Meantime, other than that, I've just been working on, we got a second season of the Netflix show, Masters of the Universe, which half of the internet hated my guts for when we did the first round. I've been working on a Green Hornet cartoon with folks at Wild Brain and mostly, honestly, like I've been spending so much time fucking around with my movie theater. Like, let me tell you, let me give you some tips, kids. Film exhibition. This is the worst time in the world to buy a movie theater. Like Avatar opening night at our movie theater, 12 tickets sold. Creed 3 opening night on a Friday at 7, 6 tickets sold. But whenever we do an event that's like based on old shit I've done, like we did a Mallrats event 2 months ago, sold out in like less than 4 hours. We're doing this Chasing Amy screening with Jason Lee on April 22nd. That sold out in like 23 hours. Doing an Impractical Jokers movie screening with Brian Quinn. That sold out. So it's really more like just having your own clubhouse. And thank God I got a long enough tail after 30 years of movies to show that we could just showcase that stuff. But we're also way committed to showcasing indie films and indie filmmakers. We just had a premiere for a horror movie called The Forest Hills that like Shelley Duvall came out of retirement to be in and stuff. So that's been fun, man. Like for years I've been nose to the grindstone and like making stuff over and over again, sometimes making the same movie 3 times like Clerks. But right now, like I've reached that chairman emeritus stage of my career where, as much as I like making stuff, before I leave this best of all possible worlds, I got to give this information to somebody else. Otherwise it dies with me. So working with others, letting others kind of showcase their dreams and their stories, that's been my new passion. That's why working with Decentralized has been absolutely awesome. Like Leo and Moose and of course Roman have been so nice to invite me in. They helped us out with the Smodcastle Film Festival we did back in the fall. So being around young talented people, that's kind of where I'm at right now. More interested in that than sitting alone with my old untalented self. I know what I could do. I've been doing the same fucking thing over and over for 30 years. It's nice to be around people who are just starting their journey and seeing what they can do and what they want to do. And that's really giving me life right now in a big, bad way.
I love how he's got a nickname status with you already, Kevin.
That's amazing. That's inspiring, Kevin. Thank you for sharing that. Really appreciate it. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
It's
You're
been a
doing a lot
pleasure.
of awesome things, and yeah, that is what it's about, is bringing up that next generation. So
I tell people all the time, like, because I was trying to explain this Kevin Smith Screenplay Award. They're like, "Where is it?" I was like, "We're doing it with Decentralized." I'm like, what's the? And I give them the lowdown. I was like, and then we work on the blockchain, and they're like, the blockchain. I was like, bro, if I was making Clerks today, that's where I would have done it. That's where I would go. Like the idea of a playground where there's a very supportive audience and it's wide open. Like, it's crowded out in the real world and stuff. Right now on the blockchain, it's the wild, wild west, man. You could just pick a piece of property and build and stuff. So it's nice to be involved with the future rather than constantly, dealing in the past and whatnot.
Awesome. Okay, so already had some nice things to say about Leo, Mike, Roman. So Kevin, how did this relationship with Decentralized Pictures materialize? How did it happen?
It started with Liz. Liz and I have been working together for, ever since Yoga Hosers. And don't hold that against her. That was my fault. I was stoned back then. We just came off of Clerks 3 and had an absolute blast. And we did Jay and Silent Bob reboot together. And so Liz was like, I got some friends that are doing a thing. And she hooked me up with Mike and Leo and stuff. And then I got to meet Roman when we did the panel at the Smodcastle Film Festival. So they were talking about like this contest and giving money out there to like somebody who is starting their journey. My journey, I don't know, it's coming to an end, but I've been on it for a minute. It's nice to be involved with people who are helping other artists tell their stories. And, it's inspiring to say the least. So once I met the kids, man, I was way invested, way in. So I give all props to Liz. And if anybody's liked Clerks 3, I know a lot of people are like, bro, I came to laugh and all you did was make me cry in the third act. Well, thank you. That's what happens when you become old. All you care about is sentimentality. But if you like that movie at all and you like Jay and Silent Bob reboot, you got to thank Liz Destro. They don't exist without her.
Thank you. That's very sweet.
Good stuff. Okay, so let's zero in on the award that's going to be made here in just a couple minutes. Finalists, I promise you, I'm not going to make you wait much longer. So what was your motivation to create this award, this Screenplay Award? Yeah, Kevin, Liz, go for it.
I think, Kevin already spoke about this at length, but I think historically Kevin's always been super enthusiastic about bringing up young filmmakers and talking to young filmmakers, and I feel the same, very similarly. And I've made tons of shorts and for young filmmakers that I feel like have talent. So when this opportunity arose, it just seemed like a great fit because Kevin's fantastic, and obviously a comedy short would fit the demographic of his movies perfectly. So I think it was just a natural fit.
I mean, I'll jump in there for a sec if I may. We were conceiving different awards that we could do, and Mike and I are always, brainstorming with Roman as well. And we're like, oh man, we really need to do a comedy, and we're like picking our brains, like who would be the perfect person to do a comedy award with, and like independent film comedy. Kevin obviously is the top of that list. And of course, Liz and her relationship. So it was, it was a perfect fit and natural. And Liz has been tremendous in making it happen. So thank you so much.
It came down to like Judd Apatow wouldn't return their calls, and so I was about seventh down the list, and I answered the phone like right away. Silent Bob speaking. So it all worked out. The idea of like when we started. Back in the day, it would have been amazing if somebody was like, here's the money to go make Clerks, and instead of that shit on my credit cards. So it's nice to be able to hand somebody a chunk of change and be like, what's your dream, like the end of Pretty Woman and stuff. And so it's to be able to give someone a leg up as they start their journey. Not only does it feel good for the soul, but I'll be honest with you, man, these cats who will win the award, they'll be forever indebted to me. And that means like when they get real money to make a real movie, maybe they cast me in it, maybe they hire me to do some editing or something like that. I'm going to prolong my career. So this is going to help me out at the end of the day, I'm sure.
And also, like, as a young filmmaker, I was once a young filmmaker, and to have the opportunity to get $40,000 for a short is it's unbelievable, and it's such a great opportunity to work with a bunch of other people who have already made a bunch of things to get their input and their expertise. I think it's such a great program.
She's not lying, man. The moment I heard 40K, I was like, can I enter this contest? Because I can really scratch. I'd rather not pay for it myself. So I'm envious of our winners.
And just to clarify one thing, this is a question that we get a lot. This is $40,000 in USD dollars. This is not in crypto or anything like that. The blockchain of it all is to help us select the winner. But once the winner's selected, it's the normal movie making process. We award the funds, and filmmakers go out and make their movie and realize their vision.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes. And tell you what, I know a guy who owns a movie theater. So when they're done with their short, we got a place to show it with real people in a real movie theater. I'm real old too. I mean, this place is like built. It's a 100-year-old theater, and our seats are from the 60s. So it's pretty ratchet, but you can still show movies in it.
Well, hopefully we can get into Smodcastle with the film next year.
That's the guy I was talking about, kids. Me. I was being facetious. I'm sorry. I should have put it on Front Street. Yes, whoever makes the short, they're definitely going to come play it at Smodcast. And we might even let them in for free. They might have to pay for popcorn because that's how the theater survives. Other than that, they're welcome to show their work at my theater anytime.
Awesome.
Sweet.
Well, have we made the finalists wait long enough?
Should we announce?
And also, just to it's, of course, it always feels de rigueur to say, but we absolutely mean this. Like, to be a finalist, kids, you're at the Jedi level. It's not like anyone sucked. Like, to get into that room, to get into that space, all these writers knew what they were doing. All of them were impressive enough for us to be like, this one. We didn't narrow it down to one winner right away because there were so many strong scripts. So if you don't wind up being the one that gets the 40K, that ain't any judgment against you or your script. And you're gonna, based on what I read, you're gonna work with or without us. That's for damn sure. So it's, we can only pick one until we start putting more money together and stuff. But right now, the winner is wonderful, but it doesn't mean that the people that don't win somehow failed. Like, getting into the finalist round was a big deal. We took it so seriously.
Well stated. Great. Appreciate that, Kevin. All right. So Kevin's going to make the announcement. The top 5 finalists in no particular order: Bad Habits, Holy Smokes, Body of Chris, The Producers, and me and Mr. Zombie. And so I've got to throw this. People just like us to get to the point. So we came here to see the award. Let's do this thing.
All great titles, all of them stealable. But the title we picked goes to the winner, or the how does one put it without alienating anybody else? The cats who are going to get the money to make their short, the 40K, there we go, is going to Holy Smokes, filmmakers Gabby Fisman and Isabella Aris.
Woo!
All right. Let's see if we can bring them into the stream. There they are.
That's what you kids look like?
I know. I'm like, oh my God, they're so young.
Hi. Hello. We're freaking out a little bit, so apologies. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much to everyone here, Decentralized Pictures. Thank you so much to Kevin Smith, Roman Coppola, Leo, Mike, Matt, Liz. Thank you so much. And thank you to our friends and everyone who supported us.
Everyone in film school, everyone that we've worked with in the past, our professors, and of course, everyone at DCP, everyone who voted for us. Thank you.
I just wanted to say that it's really full circle for us because Kevin Smith, you came to speak in our class freshman year. We were little babies, our first semester at college, and Isabella convinced me to take this
genre comedy screenwriting class, and I was like, it would be fun.
And you came to speak in our class during COVID, during everyone was quarantining, and it was really inspiring to hear how you were able to make Clerks, and just your story and your never giving up. And we were so inspired by that and knew we had to actually write out this screenplay and pursue it. Yes.
Yeah. It just started off as a script that we did for a final project, and it was just the outline, and then we're like, we should actually write this, and it's
been a journey ever
crazy.
since.
Give the school a shout out.
USC, University of Southern California. I just graduated this December, and
I graduated in May.
We love USC.
I remember doing that, man. I absolutely remember. I mean, I've only spoken at USC once, and it was during the quarantine. So I remember that. That's cool. I can't, it's weird. Like, you do so many of those, you speak in front of people a lot, and you never know if it has an impact. It was nice to know that it impacted. Thanks, kids.
Yes, it was amazing. Yeah, again, we're a little speechless.
Yeah,
we're totally.
We're not speechless in the script. You wrote some great speeches, man. There's some wonderful dialogue, and I can't wait to see you realize it in real life, because it sprang from the page. So being able to put it into actors' mouths, which sounds way dirtier than I meant it, is going to be absolutely thrilling to see. We're so happy for you.
Thank you so much.
Fantastic.
Awesome. So Kevin, Liz, what are next steps for the screenplay? Where do we go from here?
Well, I think I look forward to working with Gabby and Isabella on developing it a little bit further and putting it all together with you girls, ladies. And I can't. My husband went to USC, and so you guys can come over and talk to him about that. But yeah, I'm really excited. I think it's such a great script, and I'm really excited to help you guys bring it to fruition.
Oh. And Gabby and Isabella, like, I've taken notes from Liz for years now. She's excellent in the process. Sometimes you get notes from people and you instantly have a knee-jerk reaction. She's very gentle and good with development. Like, that's what makes her. She's great, nuts and bolts, hands-on producer, but she's also a creative producer as well. So you're in great hands.
That's amazing. We're so excited to work on this with everyone. We know it's gonna just get so much better with all of the input.
Sweet.
Great.
Well, we're very excited. We're excited for you, and congratulations. And yeah, we can't wait to see this on the screen.
So surreal.
It's going to require you to go to the other side of the country, kids. But yes, there's a theater in Jersey waiting for you when you're done.
Oh, we're going to be there.
We will, 100%. And we'll go to concessions. We'll get popcorn.
We'll buy all of your popcorn. Okay.
Yes.
Stay in business, kids. All those concessions. That's it. Hopefully we get a liquor license one day. That'll really help. But right now it's just popcorn.
It's New Jersey. Of course you will.
It'll fall off the truck and we'll find it.
All right. Well, congratulations, Gabby, Isabella. Holy smokes. Very deserving. Incredible day. Kevin Smith Comedy Screenplay Award. Any other parting thoughts before we call it a broadcast?
Just to, for everyone out there who's remotely interested in this stuff, because if they're watching or if they're watching later on, it's generally because somewhere in the back of their minds, the viewer is just like, that doesn't seem hard. I can do something like this. You can, absolutely. Gabby and Isabel are here because they put fingers to keys and took the next step. One thing to dream about it, it's another thing to take a step toward action. And look what happened when they did that. So, like, if you sit there and go like, I think I could do that sort of thing, I'm here to tell you you can. This is not like only the gifted and talented could make films. I've had a career for nearly 30 years. I'm neither gifted nor talented. It takes the willingness to do so, the belief in self, and also having something to say. The kids have something to say, and now they're going to walk away with $40K to say it. Everyone in this audience has something to say. Everyone in this audience is a unique content generator, man, as they say nowadays, or flat out storyteller. You've lived a life that's different from anyone else's. Your perspective is so different. The prism through which you see the entire world is unique and valuable as well. A lot of first-time filmmakers tend to want to do something they've seen somebody else do before, because aping somebody else's success, hope people think will lead to their own. I'm telling you right now, it's the original voice that stands out. Like, this business has heard everything I have to say over the course of 3 decades, and generally I just keep saying the same thing. What they're looking for are people like the kids right here, people who haven't said their thing yet. You know, a lot of people knock on Hollywood and say like all they make are sequels and remakes. That's maybe true, but every exec in an office somewhere doesn't dream about making a movie with a number in the title or remaking something. They dream about you, the person who's going to walk into their office and tell them a story they've never heard before that's going to change the business. And everyone out there in the audience has the potential to tell that story because nobody's ever heard your story before. So like I always say, man, your voice is your currency in this life. Spend it like you're a billionaire, because you are if you have something to say and you want to be that person that self-expresses. Just start. Don't dream about it. Sit down and start doing it, because look what happened to the kids when they did the same thing.
Well said. Totally agree. Ditto.
Awesome. Well,
can't wait to see it.
No.
I just want to say thank you so much for everyone joining and everyone watching. We're very appreciative, and yeah, we look forward to seeing you all in the community. Join the Discord, come hang out, and we're going to do more of these. So don't get discouraged if you didn't win. Like Kevin said, just keep at it, and it'll happen.
Fantastic.
Excellent. Roman, Leo, Mike, Liz, Kevin, of course, Gabby, Isabella, congratulations. You're in Los Angeles. Go live it up tonight. It's a happy day.
Thank you so much for this opportunity. Thank you.
Well,
Go get them, kids. Holy smokes.
All right. Thanks, everybody, for watching on YouTube, Twitter, LinkedIn. We'll see you in the next one.
Thank you, everybody. Thanks, Kevin. Thanks, Liz. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Go right.